laughing as well? Oh, God. Hi, my name's Grace and this is my lovely mum, Deon. And I've got her this afternoon tea and we're going to have a little Q&A, a munch. Are you ready, Mum?
Oh, I am.
Good. Okay, let's get started. Oh, I think it's tuna. I'm not a big fan of tuna, so I'll leave my sandwich, but...
That looks quite nice.
No, they do look lovely.
They do look nice.
Lovely. I'm just fussy, so that's my
I'll
fault.
have a try of that in a minute.
So, first question for you, Mum. What was life like when you were my age?
Oh, that's interesting. So I was down in Bournemouth University and it was just literally, for me, party. I was part of like the sort of party lifestyle, clubbing, nightclubs. So it was a really sort of like fun time of literally sort of all-dayers, all-nighters.
And what was one of the worst things I did as a kid?
The worst thing you did as a kid was when we went to Florida, Orlando. You know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And you lied to this girl to pretend that you lived over there. And then the next minute when we got the flight home, we saw her and you ran through the airport to avoid her. That was the worst thing and the most embarrassing.
This is probably one of my most embarrassing moments as well. I think I'm going to try one of these. I think it's a sausage roll, probably one of the biggest sausage rolls I've ever seen, or section of a sausage roll.
I think I'll try one of these.
Very nice.
Oh, this looks nice. It looks like it's got chilies as well. Oh, I like that. It looks a bit spicy. I'll try that in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks nice, Gracie. You're liking it.
It is really, really nice. So, Mum, what was your first ever job?
I worked in a department store and sort of like I really enjoyed that because that sort of inspired me to do my course in catering. But yeah.
Oh.
So Owen and Owen it was.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I know.
How old were you?
16.
Oh.
And I started an own department store that used to do teas and coffees and also making jacket potatoes.
Nice. You do make a good jacket potato now, so.
I know.
I know where you got it from. What, and I know this story is going to be an interesting one, what was the day I was born like?
Oh my God, you're a Christmas Day baby, so it was a comedy of errors. It felt like it should have been something of Only Fools and Horses. It was just, I was in labour on the Christmas Eve. I went into St James's, they were going to send me out, they didn't. I ended up in a cold bath in darkness because they had electric cut. I had your poor granddad trying to operate my new oven and literally ringing up every minute. I had a consultant coming in with a Santa hat every 5 minutes. And then after all of that, they decided you were born at 4:19 in the afternoon.
They decided?
Well, you decided to be born at 4:19. And then after that, they said if I wanted to put you in the Yorkshire Evening Post because there were so many babies born on Christmas Day, and I went no. And I had corned beef salad for a Christmas dinner. So it was a very eventful day, Grace. Very eventful.
Yeah, but I was worth it, really.
You were.
Best Christmas gift ever.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, I've cut the pork pie for us. This looks really nice.
Oh, yeah. Pastry's gorgeous.
The pastry's the best bit. I love the pastry. Okay. Right, on to the best bit now. The sweet stuff.
Oh, my favourite.
What do you fancy?
Let's start with the Victoria sponge.
You'll love a Victoria sponge. Half it. There you go.
Thank you. Oh, that looks really nice. Oh, yeah. All homemade. So can I start asking you some questions?
Okay, then.
What's your favourite childhood memory then?
That's quite difficult because there's so many. I'd probably say, like as a child, I absolutely loved playing out with my friends. And it's so weird. It's just something it's like a part of your life you can't redo now. It's just gone. And I feel like there's where some of my best memories probably came from. Like,
question I've got for you, and it does fascinate me. Okay. What was it like starting university in the middle of the starting of a pandemic?
Difficult, as you know. But I wouldn't have changed it because I feel like had I not have gone in 2020, I don't know what I'd have done that year if I'd not gone to uni. I would have loved to go travelling, but I couldn't have gone travelling because, there were so many restrictions. So I'm kind of glad I went, and I wouldn't have done it any differently. It was difficult because you felt very isolated at times. You know, you've moved to somewhere new and you can't mingle the way you'd want to mingle. Not being able to go out, that was very difficult. Because that's the point of being a student, getting to go out and having freshers. And the whole of freshers, I was sat down at a table, restricted to 6 people. Like, it wasn't that fun. So yeah, it was hard. And I think, you know, I feel like it's an experience only people that went to uni that year will really, truly ever understand. But we got through it. So yeah, that looks amazing. Oh yeah, I was going to do a big bite.
It looks very nice. Does it?
Tastes better than it looks. It's amazing. I don't know what's inside. It's like chocolate.
So what societies have you joined at university and what things have you done?
So, I joined a society called Almost Famous. One minute. I've got cookie in the side of my mouth. I'll do that bit again. So I joined a society called Almost Famous, which is like the musical theatre society. And as you know, I really like performing, but I'm actually not performing in any of the shows. I'm working in the costume team, which is really fun because I wanted to do something more backstage, something I've never done before.
So are you missing home at all?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I miss like my friends, obviously, like being further away from my like high school friends and school friends. I miss that. I miss your food. I miss having food made for me every day. Oh, I took that for granted, definitely. Not having to think about what I'm going to have to eat when I get home and cooking myself. And just miss you, really, spending time with you.
Oh, I miss you too.
Oh. But it's nice because when I do see you now, it's like even more special because we have loads to catch up on. So I like that side of it, but no, I do miss living at home, definitely.
So what's the best piece of advice I've given you?
Oh, I would say the best piece of advice you've given me is to not worry about what other people think and just always do what makes you happy. Be yourself and be proud to be yourself. I think that's something I take through life with me, you know, just carry on doing what makes you happy and don't worry about what other people think. So, what did you think of the afternoon tea, Mum?
Oh, it was lovely.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. It was really filling.
Good, I'm glad. What do you reckon you would rate it out of 10? 10 being best afternoon tea you've ever had, 1 being I'd never get it again.
Definitely about an 8.
Oh,
Yeah, I would.
that's good. I'd go for like a 9.
Would you?
That cookie pie was so good. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe to Student Bean's YouTube channel. And if you want to treat your mum to an amazing Mother's Day gift, make sure you check out the Student Beans app for some cool Mother's Day ideas. Did you enjoy it, Mum?
Yeah, thanks for the afternoon tea.
You're very welcome. Happy Mother's Day. We'll see you soon.